Hi everyone. We are back in small spaces. Today we're looking at the second apartment option, which is in Brooklyn. This one is an old textile factory, so it has exposed brick, large windows for natural light, and high ceilings. Let's have a look at the floor plan. We have a bathroom over here. Oh, sorry, let me just move this. We have a bathroom over here. And then we have this space up here, which I'm thinking I'll put the kitchen in. And then this big open living space here for living room, maybe a small office over there in the corner. And then upstairs we have a loft space, which is already kind of divided into two sections. So yeah, I think I'll put the art studio up here and the bedroom down here. I think that's a good combination. Maybe we'll start with the loft space, since it's at the top. And we can just make it disappear after we're done with it. So over here I'll put the art studio. So we'll start with her easel. And she already has these big windows for natural light, but I think I want to add a lamp, just in case she's working late or whatever. She can have some extra light. So we'll just choose something simple. And need to put in her art table. Snap that into place. And she needs her brushes. And paint. It's clipping a little bit. I think I'm gonna shrink it down just a smidge. There we go. Oh, that's good. Okay. So there, we have the basics for her art studio. It did its little ding there, so I'll put a canvas on here. Make it look like she's actually working. And then I like to prop art up on the walls to make it look like a studio, like she's has some pieces that she's working on. So we'll do that really quick. Put one there maybe. I know you can change the angle of these paintings so it actually looks like it's leaning, if you feel inclined to do that. And to divide the space, I think I'm going to use this big dresser. Not this one. I just wanted to see what that was. This big dresser here. So this will give us the bedroom space. It's like a natural division between the bedroom space and the art studio. Yeah. And then we'll just finish up our art studio because we have this big empty section here. I'm going to fill that with more paintings. Let's see. Oh, a clock maybe. Way she can keep track of how long she's worked. Sometimes when you're painting, it's easy to get lost in your work. Forget what time it is. Alright, I find that the living room option has the most for the decor. I kind of wish that all of the decor buttons had the same thing, because then you wouldn't have to flip between the different menus, but it's okay. I think that the developer just put in each room what they thought you would use in that room the most, so that's fine. There we go. Little art studio. Okay, let's work on this space here. This is our division space. But it's also going to be like their dressing area. So I think I'll put a mirror in. I'll go to the bathroom section. I really like this big square mirror. So that's the one we're going to use. Pop it on there. And we need some lights. Back. Bedroom. I don't know if this is centered. That's... Sorry guys, I just have to fix it. That looks a bit better. Maybe a bit more. Ah, it's good. That's good. Alright, let's put in some lights. So I really like this lamp. This is one of my favorites to use. But I also really like this one. I think I'm going to use this one today because I can change the color of the shade to green. And that's kind of the color palette I'm thinking about going with. The other one, you can't change the shade color, it's just glass. And it's kind of an orangey tinge, so. Alright, and to make this look like people actually live here, let's put in a little bit of clutter. You can put all kinds of things on here if you wanted, like perfume bottles and stuff, but I think I'm just gonna stick to some books and maybe a plant. So we'll do a little stack of books and a plant. Which one? The new? No, not that one. Not that one. I like this one, I think. Make it a tiny bit smaller. That's good. Actually, maybe I want to move it over here. Hopefully they don't have cats. Knock things off the shelf. Actually, no. You know what? I liked it better over here. It looks better over here. So we're just gonna leave it. There we go. Okay, that's done. And I'm gonna fill this space with a painting. Make it a little bit bigger. There we go. That looks good. Alright, there we go. Time for the bed. So, I like to use this bed here because it has built-in nightstands. So I don't have to try and match anything to the bed. And I'm going to use... Yeah, you can't change the color of the wood. That's fine. I'm going to use this. It matches the large dresser that we used. And this is just going to further divide the space, like create a distinct sleeping space and workspace. And then to kind of create a little bit more of a wall between the two spaces, I'm going to put some taller decor items on top of this dresser. So I like this basket. And we'll do a plant on the other side, I think. Oh, I like this one. No, not that one, actually. Oh, I really like this one. It's a bit big. But you know what? I can change the size, so that'll be fine. And we will maybe add some... Maybe we'll add some books in between. Nice stack of books with these things here. And one thing I like to do when I put these books up is create like a bookend. And I like to use these animal sculptures for that. Normally I use one of the bulls because they're larger. But I think today I'm going to use the fox. We'll flip him. Because if you position him just right, it looks like his leg is holding up the books, which I think is cute. So there we go. Now we can work on some lighting over here. I'm going to use these ones again because I love these. You know what? I've used these lamps a lot. Yeah, maybe. Let's see. Which one do I like better? We'll put one on each side and see which one we think is the best. Oh, I thought I placed it. Try that again. There we go. Okay, I like this one because it has the glass shade, so the light kind of spreads, whereas this one, the light just goes straight down. So I think we'll go with these glass shades. Those on each side. I don't think that's even. Nope. Let me just adjust this a bit. There we go. Alright, that's all done. Looks good. Okay, now we're gonna, oh wait. I forgot to create like a unified sleeping space. I want to put a rug down. And I like to take this rug here and create one giant rug with it. So I'll place that part there, copy it. We'll flip it, not that way. There we go. And that one there. Kind of have to play with it a little bit to get them lined up properly. There we go. I like this because if you look at the pattern on the rug, the side pattern kind of makes it look like it's going around the bed, and then this one is straight with the dresser, so kind of like little arrows on the ground showing you where you should go. Alright, let's go to the staircase. There is not a ton of light here, but I want to add a little bit, so instead of sticking a lamp or something on the wall or on the ceiling, I'm just going to use this lantern. Just right there. It looks good. Okay, so we finished up the loft. We've got a little bit of light on the staircase. I think the next thing we'll do is the kitchen. Get this finished. It's kind of in an awkward spot. Some ceiling lights up first. I like to use these ones here. Kind of blend in with the ceiling because they're white. Usually spend a lot of time messing around with the ceiling lights, just trying to get them perfect. I'm gonna try not to do that today, so I'll just guess that. Oh, sorry. We'll just say that they look about even. Yeah, that's good enough. Okay. Now we're going to fill in the kitchen. I haven't unlocked the like cupboards and their features here, so I just have to use whatever they have in this in the kitchen section here for storage. I don't love doing this, but oh well. So I think we'll go with this one. Okay, so I'm going to show you a little trick that I like to use. I'm going to put this one right up here in the corner, copy it, and there's a staircase beside it. So I'm going to squish this into the stairs. So there's a little bit of a join here that's kind of glitchy. You can just see it there, kind of freaking out. But I'm going to cover it with a sink, so that'll be okay. And then we'll copy this and put it over here. And put a fridge in there. This one here. I'm actually gonna take this magnet off there so I can place it myself. Sometimes the furniture likes to snap into place, but you don't want it there. Okay, and we'll decorate it. So I'm gonna use this basket again. Now, I don't know if you can still do this, but I used to clip things into the baskets, so I'm thinking about putting a plant in there. I don't think it's gonna work. Well, let's try it. Make this a bit smaller. maybe put this up here first. And I can just slide the basket over it. Or not. Maybe? No, not quite. No. I think it's probably going to be easier to find. Yeah, I don't think that's going to work. Let's maybe put the basket first and then we'll try and squish the plant into it. Maybe that'll work. Let's see. Oh, no, it glitched through a little bit. Try again. There. I think it's clipping in the front. Maybe smaller will help. Let's see. Ah, so close. It's clipping on the side just a little bit. Let's check that. That's pretty good. I think that's about as good as we're gonna get it. So I'm just gonna leave it and move on to the side of the kitchen. Put in our sink. To use this one. The faucet is nice and tall. You can wash your pots and pans easier. I don't know why I'm always thinking about this stupid stuff when I'm playing these games. It's like I'm actually moving into the place and I need to consider every small detail of the house. Got a stove and an oven. I like this oven because it matches the faucet on the sink because of the chrome. And then our oven hood. There we go. We've got all the basics of our kitchen. So now we can decorate it. We'll start over here in the corner. And I'm gonna throw up a shelving unit so we have some extra storage. With this one. Oh, not this one. This one. Yeah. There we go. Okay, so we've put in our shelves. Let's put in our kitchen items. Small appliances and some kitchen clutter. Make sure these are facing the right way. I don't actually know which way they go, but I like to have them the same way every time. I think we'll put like a cutting board over here, maybe some salt and pepper. Where are the cutting boards? Right. Oh, there they are. Sometimes when I'm working in the kitchen and I don't know how to fill a certain space, I just make this round cutting board really big and then shove it in the corner. And then you can just put some clutter items on it and kind of make it look like it's supposed to be there. Not like you didn't know what to do. I'm gonna try and glitch, or clip, I guess, this candle in here. This used to be pretty easy. Oh, it's not as easy as it used to be. The candle used to just kind of snap into the bottom of the vase, but I think I'm gonna have to mess with it a bit. Maybe that worked. It did, but I kind of want the candle a little more centered in the top of the vase. I don't know if I'll be able to get it there. See, it lifts up when you try and put the candle right in the middle. So I think we'll just have to might just have to be off center, which is okay, I suppose. Yeah, it's not gonna clip down in there. Okay, well. Alright. So put the candle first, then put the vase on top. And it'll just have to be off center. If I make it. Oh, that makes the whole thing smaller. Okay. Alright, well, I'm spending a lot of time messing with this and I don't need to. We're just gonna leave it like that. It's a little off, but it doesn't look too bad. Oh, and we've selected the counter. There we go. Okay. What else can I put in this section? Oh, you know what I could put in is a mortar and pestle. I know this is a yoga thing, but you shrink it down, nobody even knows. Stand some cutting boards up. Never have too many of those. Change the color of the wood a little bit so that there's some variation. And oh, I don't want tighten it up a bit. There. Now we'll move on to the actual shelves. Start at the top. It's a little bit dark. Like up here at night. So we'll put a light up there. And technically, if I were doing this in real life, I would fill this top shelf with things I don't use very much. Because it would be quite high to reach. I probably wouldn't put a plant in there in real life, but I need some stuff that fills it up, and I don't think there's quite enough. I'm gonna use another one of these baskets, but we'll shrink it down a bit. There we go. And that looks pretty good. So let's try the second shelf. And put some more kitchen things on here. A bit tall. Let's do, okay. Water jug down here. I'm putting the water jug down here because in my brain, if I were actually doing this in real life, I would want the water jug accessible for everyday use. So, water jug and cups down there. I'd probably put these guys up here. I wouldn't use these all the time, so if you have to climb on the counter to get them occasionally, that's not a big deal. Two of them, and we're just gonna vary the size a bit so that they don't look like twins. And pull it out a little bit. good. And a plant. Some rosemary. This is a bit tall. I think I'm gonna swap these. The basil down here and the rosemary up here. I don't know if these will actually grow in real life where I've placed them on the shelves because, I mean, that rosemary plant is not getting any light. But it's okay. Some mugs. I don't drink coffee, so I wouldn't grab these every day. Put those there. Good. Then we'll do the bottom shelf. So put some books, like recipe books. I think this color combination looks the best for the kitchen. Then put a bookend or one of my little animals. And I think I will use the bowl this time, or one of the bowls. Make them a bit bigger. Line them up. I do wish there were a few more bookends in this game, but that's okay. The animals work fine. I guess you could use other items too, like some of the vases and stuff. Sometimes I do that. Make a little coffee section over here. And we will just fill this corner with another plant. Get a bit larger though. And we will add a little bit of color with this vase here. I guess it could be like a water jug for watering your plants. There. It's pretty good. Okay. So, I like to put a kettle on here. I don't know, it makes me feel like people live here when you put stuff out on the counters and stoves and things. And I like to fill all the empty space on the walls, so I'm going to put a picture over here. And because we're still going with the green theme, I will leave it this picture, this design. And find the best place for it here. I don't want to center it on the wall because I would also like to put a clock in here. This seems like a good place for a clock. And I'll do the marble again. So everything's the same. There we go. Kitchen. Okay, I'm gonna stick the dining room, dining table over here by the stairs. I guess you could put it, if you laid the kitchen out a little bit different, you could put it in there too, but that's alright. I'll put it here. And these chairs, I'm pretty sure they're green. Yeah, a very dark green. It started raining. I really like the sound effects in this game. Sometimes I find the music of the game's a little bit annoying, so I turn that off, but I think that the ambient sounds in this game are really nice. Sometimes you can hear like people talking in the street below, you can hear the cars, people's devices like phones and stuff going off, or music playing, the rain. There's one sound that sounds like wooden wind chime or something. I really like that. It reminds me of my mom's backyard. Put some candles here for light. I don't want to attach anything to the stairs. The wall where the stairs are because I think that would be awkward to have a light there. And I don't really want to hang a ceiling lamp here. If there was some, like a chandelier, that would be kind of cool, or some sort of focal light, like a focal point light, feature light, I guess. But they're all just very basic, and I don't know if you can extend them, like lower the light, because if you stuck it on the ceiling, it would be up by the loft level. Okay. Anyway, I think the candles look good. They give like a warm glow, so it works. Alright, I think in this corner we'll put a little office space, because I'm pretty sure, I think his name is Ramon? He works as a sound producer or something, I think the description said, so I think it'd be nice to give him a little home office. They also like movie posters, I remember that. I'm gonna put these movie posters in here and just kind of stick it there. And I want to put a light above it. There aren't those art lights, you know, when they hang pictures in museums and there's those long lamps they hang above it. So I'm just gonna go for this one here because it does hit the painting. Some of the wall hanging lights don't quite reach the, like, reflect back to the wall. That one does, so it works. Put that one there and this one over here. I'll adjust the size and heights and everything when I put the furniture in around them. Okay, so maybe we'll do the living room first. So we will get a console. Maybe this dark one. Oh, let me turn this back on. Center that. Go. And we will stick a TV on there. Good. And I think we'll raise this just a bit. Yeah. That way when you're looking up at it at ground level, or from the ground level, it's not hiding behind the TV. And we will put some speakers, if I can find them. Pretty sure there's speakers here. Did I miss them? I must have. Yep, there they are. Just these little guys. Make it a bit smaller. And we will vary the wood. Go. That's good. Okay. I need to put my light above. Oh, sorry. Put my light above the movie poster. And there we go. Yes. Okay. Now let's put a rug. I really like. I don't feel like there's a lot of rug options in this game. There are, but there aren't really. Because some of them are odd shapes, and I wish you could change the colors of a lot of them. I know there's a couple of them you can, but this isn't one of them, and I wish it was. I really like this rug. Okay, let's put that there. Oh, it's not really centered. And there we go. Let's put a couch. I'm thinking I'm gonna go for this couch for two reasons. One, when you're watching TV, you like to lounge on the couch, and the L shape provides that. But also, These cushions, I'm pretty sure, I'm almost 100% sure they're green. I know they look black, but I'm pretty sure they're dark green. So it goes with our color scheme. Okay, and that's the living room. I think we'll put a little office over here. Do the stand-up desk. And a chair. We'll just go for this gray one because it matches the couch. We need a little lamp, sort of light source. Let's just do this one, I guess. It looks like a desk lamp. And some tech. A big computer screen or desktop computer screen, and they put a laptop as well. I don't know what music producers use for their job. I'm just guessing. Keyboard, this one here. And there's one more thing I want to add. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure what this thing is, or like what its job is, but it seems like something that a music producer would probably have on their desk. So let me just see. I think it might be in the living room decor. Yep, there it is. This thing here. If you guys know what this is, or what you use it for, let me know. I would like to know. I'm pretty sure I've seen this thing before, but I don't know what you do with it. Right? Nice little office space. Oh, I forgot. The whole actual computer portion. Because your screen is not going to do anything for you without the tower. Plunk that down in the corner there. Nice. Alright. Let's give this a little entryway because I don't really like that you walk right into the living room. So we'll make a designated space for like shoes and maybe purses and things. We'll use this large cupboard. Just plunk it down a bit. We can decorate it up. Yeah. Go. And it would be nice to put a cushion on there. I wonder if they have like a seat cushion. Not really. Okay, well, let's just see if I can make one of these work. Maybe just this one. Can you rotate it? Oh, no, not really. That's fine. I'll just stick it over here. Maybe it would look good if there were two of them. Let's see. Really? I don't know. Put it over here. No, it looks funny over there. I think I'll just scrap it. That'll do. Alright, now this section here, I'm assuming because he's a music producer that he likes listening to music. So I'm going to put, I think I'll pull from the kitchen storage units. Because they have this nice round one. And I'm going to put some, a record player on here. So they have a little music corner. So we'll get a light. And a record player. Go. And of course you need some records to listen to. There we go. And the record storage box. Nice. That's done. So that's our living space. Oh, I forgot the light above our poster. Let me just... I might have to adjust the height. Yeah, I think I will. Up a little bit higher. Excuse me while I mess with the position. There we go. Looks good. Okay. That's that. A little living space. So we just have one room left, the bathroom. And I don't have the tile, like the painting option yet, so I can't change the color of the tiles or anything. So we'll just do a basic black and white color scheme, I think. And I'll do a custom shower. So I'm going to use this glass wall. Make sure it's... I think it's touching. And then we'll put in... some taps and our shower head centered. There we go. And a soap dispenser. I'm pretty sure that this... Oh. Never mind. I thought you needed the soap in the soap dispenser to count as the shower, but maybe with the faucet it already does that. But I'm just gonna stick it in case. There we go. Now there's some soap. Okay, and we will put in... Let's get some lights before it's dark outside. I'm just gonna go with these basic, like, ceiling hugging black and black lamps. Lights. Sorry. Make sure they're centered. And not really. There we go. It lights it up enough. And it doesn't intrude on any of the space around the shower or anything. I'm gonna do a square toilet. I don't know why, but does anybody have these toilets in their house where you have the like flushing devices on the wall like this, like on a little panel? These toilets always remind me of public bathrooms, like at the mall or something. I don't know if I'd want that in my house. I forgot to put in a little like floor on the shower. I like to use this. We'll just make it a little bit bigger. And I will put 2 of them in so that it stretches the entire length of the shower. There we go. And we'll put in a sink. I think we'll do these ones. Do a double sink. Maybe not, because it's not like a primary bathroom, so I'll maybe just do this sink. Matches the best. And the bathroom's done. Well, they say it's done, but I want to add more. I'll do my square mirror. That way everything is cohesive. Go, and let's just throw some little objects on the sink area. So I'll do a little soap dispenser. You can wash your hands, be clean. And maybe a toothbrush. Oh, we'll put this towel thing over here too. Towel rack. And our toothbrush. Where is it? Brush. There it is. Takes care of that. We'll put a towel on that rack. Not worrying about the color. Matches the sink, close enough. And I'm gonna add a little bit of a luxury for this apartment because I don't think a lot of apartments in New York would have their own in-unit washer and dryer. A lot of apartments here don't have that, so I'm assuming in a large city they don't. But I would prefer to have my washer and dryer in my house if I could. So I'm gonna put it in there for them. And then the last little thing I'm going to do is just a decoration thing. It's not part of the bathroom, but I'm going to use this cupboard again. Shrink it down. And we will put a little lantern on it. Just, I don't know, it kind of makes it feel like it's maybe a spa or something. I think it's cute. Not like it's really much of a spa. There's no bathtub or anything. And your washer and dryer is in the bathroom. But that's okay. There we go. And maybe just a little towel. Back to the bathroom. There it is. There we go. Looks good. Maybe should put a rug though, hey? So when you get out of the shower, you're not dripping water all over, because this floor is gonna get super slippery. Let's put a rug. Which one should we choose? I think there's one. No, never mind. That wasn't it. Could do this one. It's kind of an awkward placement though. If I make it a bit smaller. It's weird. No, not there. I don't know. Maybe here, and I'll make it bigger. Bit bigger. No, I think that's too big now because it goes under the sink. That's weird. Nah. I don't think this is it. I think that there's a longer one. You can't adjust the size or the color, but that's alright. I think this one will work. I mean, you can't adjust the size. Sorry, you can't adjust the color. It's not quite the same blue as anything else in the bathroom, but that's alright. It'll do. There we go. Our finished house. So we have our main floor. It wasn't centered. I had to fix it. I had to fix it, guys. So we've got our main floor and we've got our loft space. So that's another apartment down. I hope you guys like this video, and I will see you next time.